Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy, not rule well. Salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect. This is Makazar from Trinidad Camp. Just want to do a quick edification for the elect's sake. And this lesson will be entitled "Do Not Quit." Alright, because we are the end, and coming closer to the end, these spirits, these demons, alright, they're coming harder and harder at us, mentally, physically, afflicting our minds, afflicting our bodies, afflicting the brotherhood. All right, being afflicted in our homes, at work, with our wives, with our children, as the scripture says, we have trouble on every side. All right, and being that we come into the end and these demons, attacking us, more and more, we have to be strong. All right, and part of the reason we catching all this hell is because we forsook the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, we forsook the Lord from since the time of our forefathers. We worship false gods, worship idols. All right, worship the creature more than the creator. All right, we forsook his ways, and we did everything contrary to the guideline and to the vow that we took with our husband Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We went against him, and according to the scriptures, the Lord said he will not leave us altogether unpunished, but he will punish us by measure. So we're gonna be punished for the things that we did in our past lives. But the punishment that we receive, and we receiving it in the form of tribulations, the hell that we catching. All right, that is our punishment for seeking the Lord. All right, so we can't get around it, because anything other than the tribulation that we catching is the destruction which the world gonna receive. All right, so we can't go around this, under this, or over this. We have to go through it. We're gonna suffer, so we have to learn to suffer. That is why this lesson is entitled "Do Not Quit." It is Micah chapter 4 verse 10. It says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail." Now, when a woman in travail, all right, she catching a lot of hell. All right, a woman in travail, in her, and in childbearing, she gonna feel a lot of pain, and those pains are what we are feeling, we are experiencing right now, as we coming closer to the end. All right. And it's the same thing with a woman. The closer she reach to giving birth, the more her contractions come, and the more pain she gonna feel about her body. And these pains are the same pain that we feel coming into the truth and coming closer to the end. All right, we're gonna feel more and more pain. All right. Even in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, it talk about the destruction and the trouble that gonna come at the end. It's gonna be like a woman in travail. All right, it just gonna keep increasing until it's completed, until Yahushua comes and deliver the elect. But as of right now, we are like a woman in contractions. All right, waiting to give birth. So it says, "Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now thou shalt go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field." And when we were cast out of Jerusalem, we were in the northern parts of Africa and in Asia, and throughout all the four corners of the world. All right, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. When we came over here in the transatlantic slave trade, all right, when the northern tribe, they left from Nineveh and came over on this side. So we all here in Babylon, as the scripture said, Israel and Judah, they were afflicted together in Jeremiah 50. So all Israel over here catching hell in Babylon, which is modern day America. It says, "There shall thou be delivered." So we're going to be delivered from America. All right. "There Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies." So now we over here in these last days, and the Lord going to deliver us from here. But we're not going to escape the tribulation that coming with it. All right. In Revelation 2:10, the Lord said He gonna bring trouble upon you and to try the whole world. All right, but be faithful unto death, and He will give you a crown of life. So we have to be faithful. We have to be faithful unto death. All right? Because after the woman travails, then she gonna receive the child, and the child is the gift after the whole travail on of labor pains and contractions that she be going through. All right? The child is the reward for the pain. All right? And what is our reward for all this pain? The kingdom, everlasting life, everlasting joy. The scripture speak of Isaiah 35 and 10. All right? Everlasting joy. All right? Everlasting joy and everlasting life, everlasting righteousness, rest and peace. All right? This is our child after all the travail that we've been going through. The scripture said oppression shall not rise up a second time. All right, our reward for all the travail, all the labor pain that we, as a woman in travail, that we experiencing right now, gonna be the kingdom of heaven. So we have to labor for it. So don't quit. All right, don't quit. This is the book of John, chapter 16, verse 20. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice." And the world rejoicing right now. Here in Trinidad, they be getting ready for carnival. All right, the world rejoicing. "And ye shall be sorrowful." We are sorrowful right now, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. A woman, when she is in travail, had sorrow, and we are that woman right now, because her always come, and her always come right now, because we were once, happy with the world, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai woke us up to the truth, and now we are sorrowing. We are that woman in sorrows about the womb right now. All right, because her always come, but as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembered no more the anguish. Hey, guess what? We're not gonna remember this captivity. We're not gonna remember the hell that we was catching. We're not gonna remember, our baby mothers talking shit, taking us to court, our bosses, being unfair with us, all the shit that we have to endure on a daily basis, rent, bills, family members, false brethren. Hey, all the shit that we enduring in this life, it's not gonna be remembered. As Paul said, we shall in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, we shall be changed. At that twinkling of an eye, guess what? We're not going to remember it anymore. We're not going to remember those pains anymore. All right? It says, she remembered no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And as I said, that child that is to be born, is us receiving the kingdom. All right? It says, and ye know therefore have sorrow. We have sorrow right now, just like that woman. But I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man take it from you. No man gonna be able to take that joy from us. We're gonna enjoy. We're gonna have joy in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. We're gonna have joy. All right. Hold on 1 minute. Just give me a second. All right. Just plug in phone there. All right. So we're not gonna remember our sorrows. All right, and we're gonna enter into the kingdom, and it's gonna be everlasting joy. You know what? I'll read that. This is Isaiah chapter 35, verse 10. "And the ransom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall return, and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away." Sorrow and sighing shall flee away. We're not going to remember those things anymore. All right? This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. "And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain." There shall be no more pain. All the pains that we catching right now, all the contraptions, all the labor pains that we catching right now, there shall be no more pains, for the former things are passed away. All right? So it's gonna be everlasting joy with us once we enter into the kingdom. We're not gonna remember this life. We're not gonna remember the hell that we caught. All right? The scripture said, "All thy people, everyone shall be righteous." All these black women that be shaking their ass, dressing half naked in the streets, they're gonna be in their right mind. All right. And as the scripture said, just Lot been vexed with the conversation of the wicked daily. Guess what? Just Lot in the kingdom gonna be in the right mind. All right. And we all gonna just be, we're gonna be hey, guess what? We're not gonna be signed. We're not gonna have a frown on our faces. Hey, even when we tormenting Esau, we're gonna have smiles upon our faces. All right. Everything we do gonna be with smiles. All right, we're gonna be like these wacky-tacky Christians in the kingdom. All right, these wacky-tacky Christians, they always have this stupid smile upon their face, this grin upon their face, like they're working in the Wonka factory. Always have this smile upon their face. Hey, we're gonna have that smile upon our faces because everything gonna be a-okay in the kingdom. It's gonna be no more pain. All right, so just don't quit, don't give up. All right, don't give up. We're going to enter into that kingdom and it's going to be joy everlasting. All right, but first, we have to go through the trouble that we enduring. All right, the scripture said in Acts 14:21, it says, through much tribulation, we enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 4. It says, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh, for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that you endure. So we have to endure persecutions and tribulations, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh. Is righteous judgment of the Most High. We catch in hell is righteous judgment of the Most High because we sinned against the Lord. Jeremiah 10:19, woe is me for my hurt. My wound is grievous. It says, but I must go through it. All right, what the scripture said, I'm gonna finish this. It says, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh, for which ye also suffer. So if we don't suffer patiently, if we don't quit, or if we quit and not suffer patiently, we're not gonna be counted worthy of the kingdom. But we have to suffer patiently. All right, and not. Hey, guess what? If you're suffering and you're always complaining, then you're not suffering patiently. You're always complaining because you're not learning the lessons that the Lord teaching us. Because part of the suffering is weaning us from the wickedness of the world. So when we're suffering, guess what? We supposed to be catching hell, and the Lord and we're supposed to be catching hell, and our brethren next to us not supposed to even know that we catching hell. All right, as the scripture said in Proverbs, it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. So we could be of a sorrowful heart and be smiling and nobody not know. Because why? Because we taking our tribulations as men. All right, the scripture said, quit you like men, be strong. We taking our troubles as men. All right. Let's see if I could find this one. This is Micah chapter 7 verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because I have sinned against him. So we sinned against the Lord. So therefore, we're going to suffer, as the scripture said, is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High. We sinned, and the scripture said the Lord will not acquit a sinner. So therefore, our tribulation is just punishment, is just payment for what we did. All right? It says, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light and I will behold his righteousness. All right. And his righteousness is in the kingdom. So right now we in them labor pains that the woman receiving. And as we enter into the chariots, it's like a woman delivering the child, and the pain gonna stop, and all she could do is hold her child and cry, but yet it's tears of joy, tears of gladness, because we in the chariots, we're gonna be crying, yet rejoicing. The scripture said the remnant were affrighted, but yet doth give glory. All right, we're gonna be crying, but yet we're gonna be rejoicing because we made it. All right, some of us gonna be on our knees crying, and brothers gonna have to be holding us up because we rejoicing that we made it. That man child has been born. The pain has been stopped, and no more we're gonna go through this pain anymore. All right, no more. We're gonna receive the kingdom. So why you want to quit? Why you want to quit? Don't quit. Don't give up. All right? Don't give up. All right? We have to go through this. So bear with it. All right? It says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where's Yahweh thy God? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as mine in the streets. And now the she would apply that to the other nations. All right? The other nations, the scripture said, when the dog licked up her womb, all right, in Luke, and also it says the heathen for the help further the affliction. So now the other nations, they saw what we went through. They helped oppress us. But then people have this doctrine that the heathens could just come and be part of our inheritance. So why the hell that is not righteous judgment? All right? As the scripture said, is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High. So if the righteous judgment of the Most High is for Israel to catch all this hell to enter into the kingdom, how the hell could the heathens just come and just be partakers and be joint heirs with us and inherit what we have to labor to inherit? That don't make sense. All right? They're not going to be part of our inheritance. All right? That is not scriptural. The heathens, they're not going to be part of our inheritance. All right? This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 26. It says, but he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. These nations are dogs, and the children are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? It is not meet to take the kingdom of Israel and give it unto the other nations. It is not meet. All right? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai not going to let these nations be partakers with us. It is only for us. All right? The kingdom is only for us. All right? We suffering for it. The scripture said the kingdom is prepared for you. This is Philippians chapter 1 verse 29. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Mashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. All right? For unto us, it is given unto us, not unto the whole world, not unto the other nations, but unto the 12 tribes of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, the elect of these people. All right? It wasn't given unto all people. All right? So you need to cut that doctrine out. All right? Because we catching all this hell. We catching all this hell. And the nations just gonna just come along and just be partakers. Nah, the Lord never said that. This is 2 Ezra chapter 7 verse 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And this is the labor pains right here. The deep water and the fire, these are the labor pains right here. All right? And only one part between them both. All right? And what do you mean by one part? There is no other way around. There's nowhere around. There's nowhere under. There's nowhere over but through. So we have to endure these labor pains. All right? It says, and only one part between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. It says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So how the heathens, as Matthew said, it not me to give them the children's bread. How the heathens gonna not go through this entrance and just receive it? The scripture said, he that come in any other part is a thief. All right? They're not going to come and inherit our kingdom. There's no other entrance. So these heathens can't go around it while we going through it. And we meet them on the other side and say, hey, buddy, we went through the hardship. You didn't go through, but everything is all good. You could inherit the kingdom also. Nah, guess what? They're going to be in the kingdom, but they're going to be our our footstools. They're going to be our slaves. They're going to be our servants in the kingdom. They're going to build up our walls. They're going to build up the kingdom of Israel. All right? And they're going to be our sport in that day. They're going to be our song. They're going to be the niggas in the kingdom. All right? We catching hell to inherit the kingdom. The kingdom is not for them. All right, verse 10. A matter of fact, I read 9 again. It says, if the city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. This is Israel's portion, not the world. Israel. The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, 12 tribes of Israel. It says, because for their sakes, I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. It says, then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail, the labor pains. But they are few and evil, full of perils and very painful. So guess what? This, as the scripture said, count the course. We never said coming in this truth gonna be easy. It's not an easy road. All right, it's not an easy road. You're gonna catch hell. You're gonna suffer, and as Apostle Tahar said, learn to suffer. He said, for the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure, but brought immortal fruit. All right. It says, if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. All right, so if we don't go through these labor pains, if we don't catch this hell and take it cheerfully, all right, and take it cheerfully, we're not gonna inherit the kingdom. We're not gonna inherit the kingdom. All right, and right now the contractions and the labor pains, they're gonna come to an end, because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he's on his way. The lion has come out of his tickets. All right, and he's coming to deliver us. So all we have to do is endure. Do not quit. So with that, I hope it was edifying. Want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy not rule well. Want to say salutations to the men of the hopeful and sincere elect, the men that laboring for this truth. All right, stay strong. And until we meet in the kingdom, I want to say shalom.